Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching episode 26 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to episode 26 of my Mystery Monthly Minis. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 100 samples in my sample collection and my wife will pick one at random and pour it into this blue Glencairn glass. I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Should we find out what's in my glass? On to the whiskey. If you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. This seems a little bit earthy, a little bit sweet. I'm getting a hint of orchard fruits. Yeah, it's like apples. I'm also getting like some sort of spice. I don't want to sound odd, but it sort of smells like when you walk into a bit of a stuffy room. Yeah, really reminds me of sort of walking into a stuffy room, maybe with like antique furniture, and you sort of got to open the windows and let it air. It sort of has some sort of like old-fashioned vibes. Getting a hint of raisins. A little hint of cereal in there as well. But it does have some familiarity. Yeah, let's move on to the palate. This is really interesting. It's got some fruitiness to it, like possibly some wine maturation or wine finish, but it's not coming across tannic or drying. It's not like there's, you know, too much wine influence with this. It doesn't seem overly hot, so it doesn't seem high ABV, maybe 46% max. It is a little bit sort of cereal forward. There is sort of like oats in there, I'd say. But yeah, interesting and slightly familiar. Let's have another sip. Yeah, I don't know if I can pinpoint this. It's I think it reminds me of a Scotch whisky. I think it's definitely around the 46% mark. It's probably not too young, so it's probably at least 10 years old. That fruitiness and the finish that comes with it is quite short. It's got a little bit of pepper with it, but yeah, it's almost like it is familiar, but it disappears really quickly. Let's have one more sip. Getting a little bit of ethanol or acetone sort of tang on the sort of evaporation when you swallow the whiskey, but it's really difficult to pinpoint. There's a bit of me thinking maybe it isn't even Scotch, but it's yeah, really difficult to nail down this one. Really interested to find out what it is. Shall we find out what's in my glass? Right, so it's a Paul John Brilliance. It's 46% ABV and it was sent to me by Mark McCrory. So thanks, Mark. If I remember rightly, I've only had one Paul John and that was a peated, so this is definitely not similar. Obviously Paul John is an Indian whiskey, comes from the island of Goa, I believe. And obviously I was right with the 46% ABV. I'm not sure how this is matured or finished, so be interesting to see if there is any wine or sherry in there, because I was definitely getting some fruitiness like that, but sometimes you can get those notes on non-wine matured or finished whiskey. So yeah, this is really interesting. I think I definitely need to try some more Paul John. It's been on my radar, but I just haven't really got round to it. If you tried this, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. I'm really always interested to hear what other people think of the whiskies I try. And well, if you haven't, then maybe you want to. Hopefully you'll come back next week for more, and I'll see you then. Saunter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.